Hello there. Once again, Zanton from Antonio Bay, and I was looking at these. I have seen so many issues of Pitt and Prophet #1, and then I think to myself, but what do they look like inside? I can't even remember. And you know what? I'm sure I've opened them before. I'm sure I've read them, but for the life of me, when you see so many of these in your life, and you're just like, I don't remember what's in them. So I'm gonna go through Prophet right here and just kind of see what's in it. For one thing, most of these have always been in cardboard or in a sleeve, so I didn't realize the covers are really thick. Like this has got a thick cover. Creator, writer, layouts, Rob Liefeld, Dan Perazino, Panasoan, my mistake there. And I would swear this looks like Liefeld art inside, but it's apparently not. That's gotta be Liefeld art. It looks like Liefeld art. You know what? This doesn't look familiar. Like this is not ringing any bells. Isn't that crazy? Like how many times have you seen this cover and you can't remember what's inside of it? And there's a big, but behold, the hand of him that betrayeth me is at the table. John 22:21. I wonder if that's accurate. I'll have to look that up. It's crazy. Like, I really want to give Liefeld so much crap for his art. And yet, I mean, look at how much of image is just built around it. Prophet 0, redemption form. That's cool. When you see his work and all the comics, and then that's like, how many comics was he putting out a month is sometimes what I have to wonder. You know what I also just realized? It's just kind of weird. Prophet, I don't remember there being a Prophet action figure. Does anyone else remember a Prophet action figure? I don't. Mary McCormick, Federal Bureau of Investigation. That is a very Liefeld looking woman. Or it's Lana. Eric Larson writes, Savage Dragon 5. Well, whoop-de-doo. In case you didn't know, I hate Savage Dragon. I absolutely can't stand that comic. It would appear the enemy is upon us, Kirby. And Kirby is a tiny man, apparently. I can't believe how, like, none of this book is ringing any bells at all. Could it be? Have I never read this? Have I never opened this? It feels weird, but you know what? None of it looks familiar. We'll see if Pitt looks any more familiar. So Pitt #1, Rip in first issue. Oh, I like the art in this. Okay, this looks very familiar. This is somehow burned into my brain. A big shadowy Pitt butt. That's stuck in there, I guess. Yeah, this whole thing looks a lot more familiar. Of course, I think I was a lot more interested in these. And I had the ultimate. I had a Pitt Build-A-Figure for many years. And don't have that anymore. Got rid of it during the divorce. I got rid of many of my big expensive baths. I still have a fair amount of action figures and comics, but I mean nothing like I used to have. Finally, we got him some cool 90s clothes. Because in the 90s, all you wore was shredded flannel and chains. That's like, I remember wearing it. Didn't you? This really throws a what into my day? What are we gonna say, ma'am? I'm not even sure. This really throws a what into a turd? What, a poop? Like, I don't realize what swear word would you actually use there. This really throws a blank into my day. guess that's weird. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of different guns going off. Look at all those different blams. I mean, there's so much going on in that page that it's hard to tell what's going on that page. Oh yeah, you gotta let Sam Keith draw your stuff just once in a while. I love Sam Keith. I don't know what's wrong with his back. It looks like he just stopped drawing, but the rest of it, I mean, it's perfect. I love Sam Keith's work. I don't know what that is, but it's awful. Get your family values right here. Dinosaurs for Hire is a mixed bag. It's both really stupid and kind of entertaining. All right, and then lastly, this is another weird Liefeld. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Six String Samurai. If you're not, I highly recommend the film. I think you can find it on YouTube. But it's a post-apocalypse world where this old Buddy Holly is a samurai / musician and fights to be king of the wastelands because Elvis has just passed away. There's Russians around. It's a desert. The capital is Las Vegas. It's a very weird movie, very low budget, but oh, it's so much fun. And so they made a comic of it. Now, I don't remember ever. Yeah, there's your main guy there. This movie was just great. 1957, the bomb dropped and the Russians took over what was America. The last bastion of freedom became a place called Las Vegas, and Elvis was crowned king. After 40 rocking years, the king is dead. And every guitar picking, sword swinging opportunist, including death himself, hears the echoing across the wastelands. Vegas needs a new king. And so Buddy, who I believe is supposed to be Buddy Holly, is headed off towards Vegas to become the new king. And of course, he's got to fight all these guys and fight all sorts of creeps. And the movie has a brilliant soundtrack done by the Red Elvises, which is a Russian, basically like a Russian surf band. It's fantastic. I can't describe how weird this film is. I can only say that it's definitely something you should watch. Anyway, apparently Liefeld was a fan of it as well because he made this comic. And I don't appreciate all this page flipping like this, but it is what it is. I'm trying to think. There were so many weird parts in that film. That's a big, long read. But just a cool book. I recommend it. Or a cool film. And the fact that I found a comic of it, and I've had it for quite some time. I've flipped through it off and on, and it's one of those that I always just kind of wanted to keep around, just because it's so bizarre. And so that was one I wanted to share. This is this an image? This might be an image. I'm not sure who makes that, but I highly recommend it. Recommend the film. Check out Six String Samurai. It's worth it. And if you ever find the comic, pick up more of the comic. So that's my story. That's all I've got. And I want you to have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.